guys, and welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. If you're not new here, make sure you go ahead and press that like button, because I know you want to. All because you saw that thumbnail, just go ahead and do it. Okay? Okay.
You think he's slick? What?
Are you gonna wear alcohol?
No.
Maybe drinking all the alcohol, man.
The only thing in there is probably some, one of them margarita things.
Where they at?
It's only one.
Where is it?
In the,
And the what?
in the fridge behind, the lemonades. But it's one.
Alright, so in that recent clip, I know y'all seen how ignorant he was being. So he was bothering me about some alcohol or whatever because we drank the other ones last night. He tried to blame me, knowing that it wasn't my fault, it was his. So I went ahead and did my brows, and then did the whole concealer thing, and now I'm just buffing it out, sis, just buffing and buffing. By the way, the items that I'm using, or the products or the brushes that I'm going to be using, I'm going to list them down in the description box if I don't mention them while I'm doing this voiceover. But right now I'm just using my Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. I think I applied too much, but too much is just like, it's just enough, so it's whatever. But that's what I'm doing, and then I'm taking my Fenty foundation brush and just blending this out. Watch it click film. Ah, look at that. Y'all like the editing, don't y'all? Don't y'all? Y'all watch this, watch this, watch. See, I can't do nothing in peace. As soon as I started, keep in mind, I wasn't doing this for that long. Like, if I didn't edit the video, it'd be like at least 30 minutes. But he already had started bothering me, and it was getting on my nerves. So I was like, when you gonna be done? When you gonna go to the down? How about when you get off that damn game? How about that? Okay, y'all, so enough of that. But I just went ahead and grabbed my Black Radiance palette, the cream one, and I think the shades are like light to medium to dark. So I think that's the one that's medium to dark, unless it's like tan to deep. It's something like that. But I'm just going in with my fingers because I like how my fingers warm up the cream. I don't like applying cream with a brush or anything like that because I want the product to be warm and I want it to not sit on my face. And then when you blend it out with your fingers, it blends out more seamlessly than blending it out with a brush, and it just sits there and it's hard to move around, and I didn't want to move around my foundation. So I just went ahead and put it in the spots where I wanted to create a shadow. Oh my gosh. My chin, my cheeks, my forehead, and then I'm going into the nose or whatever, try to get that jaw snatched, trying to get that nose snatched, trying to get that forehead snatched, even though it don't need to be snatched. But we're doing it. We're doing it for this video. Too upset I bust my old beauty blender. Blend. Yes. A vape break, smoke break. Look at Okay, so now that we have everything blended, or, you know, attempted to have everything blended with our beauty blender, I just went ahead and went in with my Bare Minerals concealer. Now, this concealer is like the same thing with the contour palette with the black radiance. It has like those shades that's like light to medium, tan to medium, medium to dark, tan to deep, or whatever. But it was like that, so I went ahead and grabbed it because I ran out of my NARS. And my NARS is like, it's different from my Shape Tape. Like, it has that, I don't know, like it brightens. It's not like pale, or it doesn't have like a rose undertone. And my Shape Tape kind of has that type of undertone. So I just wanted to get a concealer that had a brighter undertone that complemented my skin. I know it's pretty light, but you know, once we blend it out, it's not going to look like I have freaking, you know, white skin under my eyes or anything like that. It's going to blend. So I'm just grabbing my well, dang, that clip was fast. I didn't even get a chance to speak. But I just went ahead and grabbed the concealer contour brush from Fenty and went ahead and blended out my concealer. So as you guys can see, like I said, we came together. And then right here, I'm just grabbing my Anastasia bronzer. And as you can see, you know, you don't need that much. It added some color back to my skin, or some dimension back to my skin. And I just, basically what I'm doing is setting my cream contour with a powder contour, and it's also having it stand out more. So after I do that, you guys are going to see it all come together, and you know, my face doesn't look flat compared to when the video first started. Okay, y'all, so I know it jumped again, and I know it's kind of, you know, speeding up. But before, I just wanted to mention that I did, you know, went ahead and put the bronzer on my nose as well. Basically, all the places that I cream contoured, just to let y'all know. But right now, I am baking or setting or whatever you want to call it. I don't leave it on my face for that long because I wouldn't say I have dry skin, but you know, period. Just, I don't like doing baking or setting like that unless it's strictly under my eyes, because it will create a bad shadow on the rest of my face, and it may be just that powder. But that's another reason why I can't use Laura Mercier, like the translucent powder, because if I use it on the rest of my face or the places that I highlighted besides under my eyes, it will look like, it will give me a gray shadowy cast. So I tend not to use those powders, but this was the Ben Nye luxury powder, and I've never had any issues with this powder. I mainly use it, like, you know, the points that I highlighted, or to scope out my face. But if I were to use a darker one, it would kind of change the color of my foundation or whatever I had on my face. So I still use the Ben Nye just to keep those areas that I want to brighten bright and create the shadows where I need the shadows to be. So yeah. Okay, bring up Laura Mercier. I am using the deep or medium, whatever, translucent powder. Again, I will be specific in my description box, so I know y'all like, Kiki, like, what are you doing? What are you saying? Like, we need exact, you know, details, sis, exact details. But of course, I went ahead and buff out the rest of my face with the powder so I can set it. and to bring a little bit more color back to my face, because you know how I said I use the Ben Nye, and this is a good not a good trick, goddamn, a good tip for people that use lighter powders. You need to put a darker one or one of your skin tone over it whenever you're setting, so that it wouldn't create that cast or give you that bad flashback. So I just went ahead and did that, sprayed my face, and I'm just blending to make the products appear more seamless, because you know we still had that highlight situation going on. So I'm just making sure that everything is in place, and this also helps to set the setting spray in place as well. Okay, y'all, so this step is optional, but I felt like I needed a little bit more color, so I added more of the bronzer to my face. I'm gonna blend it out and all that good stuff, but I thought I lost some of the bronzer in the midst of me doing my setting spray, so I'm just blending it out, making sure it's good, feeling myself. And then I grabbed my Fenty highlighter duo. I think this is the one, like, it's like Chic Freak or something like that. That's why I looked at the back of it like that, because I was trying to see the name, but I forgot that I was doing a voiceover. But then again, I will have the items in the description. Alright? You hear me now? You hear me? Okay, y'all, so the steps after, like previously, like with the highlighting and everything, I'm also going to go in with my Fenty flyliner and do that, but they're all optional. Hey y'all, so like I said, those extra steps was optional, just showing y'all in the video, but it's about to end, so make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe.
Get ya, the door's O.P.E.N. Take the high road and hop in. First impression.